day, is you is enough. Cause I don't want the pain, is this real enough? Cause this could be the thing, you my girl enough. I'm afraid of what you say. During the day, you're always on my mind. I can't sleep at night cause you're on my mind. There's never a day where you're not on my mind. I wanna hit up your line, I don't know if it's the right time. During the day, you're always on my mind. I can't sleep at night cause you're on my mind. There's never a day where you're not on my mind. I wanna hit up your line, I don't know if it's the right time. I wanna talk to you, but it's never the right time. I wanna see you, but it's never the right time. You never have time, it's never the right time. When is it the right time? I'm waiting for the right time. I wanna talk to you, but it's never the right time. I wanna see you, but it's never the right time. You never have time, it's never the right time. When is it the right time? I'm waiting for the right time. Where is this going? Is this just for the moment? Am I someone to cope with, or are you just feeling lonely? I can't hear the problem and all your bipolar motives.
So when we fade you in, just make sure you tell the people you just heard the right time, my new single, The Right Time, whatever, and wherever they can get it.
Okay. Yeah, I got you.
By the way, guys, this is my director of operations, Trinity Malvin.
Hello.
She fluent too. So.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Talk about shit. Turned up TV.
Man, this is my guy, bro. Man, that's my big bro. We had a podcast together for a while.
When he had that joint down there on Main Street with the window shut.
Yeah.
About 30 seconds on it.
That's one. I'm gonna take his number and introduce him and let him know.
Okay, I got you.
Oh yeah, Colorado Springs, all the surrounding areas, everybody on that live stream app. Listen, man, download it now if you don't got it. This is Family Flavor, the Slide World Broadcasting Network, your neighborhood friendly MC and Phoenixx Ugrilla. I'm live in the building. It's going down, man. It's a very special day, man. Real talk. It's a Denver invasion, y'all. Real talk is a Denver invasion. I have one of my special new friends, a comrade, somebody who's doing it for the culture. He's doing it for the music. He's doing it for the people, man. Real talk. Riaga is in the building, y'all.
Yo, what's up, y'all? Yo soy Riaga, Senor Blocker. You know the vibes. You just heard my new single, The Right Time, off of my EP, Yo Soy Amor. You can stream it on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music.
Everywhere, pretty
You
much.
already know. It's gang gang.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
these
look.
sensors, you feel me?
Oh, look, it's the gang.
It's the gang.
We out here,
Nah,
man. It's
hell
going
yeah,
down.
yeah.
But it's an honor to have you down here, brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for having me, man. I mean, I was looking forward to this all week, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Riaga in the building, y'all. We just gonna jump straight into it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Family, you hail from Aurora, right?
Yeah, specifically Aurora, Colorado. Yeah.
Anywhere before that?
I was actually born in Georgia. I was born in Augusta, Georgia.
Shout out to South. Shout out to
you
South.
already know. You know, my dad's a country legend down in Milledgeville. You know what I mean? I was born in Augusta. You know, I was a military kid. We bounced around a little bit. I lived in Jersey, you know.
Okay.
So I got a little bit of the culture from there. And then we finally decided to live in Colorado. Just way more peaceful than what the East and the South had to offer, you know. So, yeah, I've lived in Aurora since I was 5 years old, so I'm a native, bro. Been 25 years, you know. So,
Thanks.
yeah.
Big up CO all day.
Rock State, you know.
Yeah, Riaga, I want to get into it off top like this. Like, based on the culture of the box in Colorado and not having that many people who went mainstream, big up Trev, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
We have a couple names in different other genres of people who they made it to the next level.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to know, based on what you do, because you're a producer, you're an artist, That's 1,000 other things really
Honestly,
in this industry, in this
Yeah,
culture.
yeah.
What differentiates you from other artists hailing from the box state? I'm gonna just say the whole box state.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, I mean, one thing that's very huge to my advantage is that my content is always diverse. There's not just like one set sound, because I feel like with a lot of artists, like they become really set on like, you know, just like trap music or just like R&B or just like, you know, trap R&B even, you know, they're starting to like blend a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But like me, I just really try to bring all of it together and just bring it into some sort of like unique sound, you know what I mean? Like video playing like Being Cool isn't cool anymore, you know, bring kind of that cool kids vibe back, but like still have like the lyricism, kind of like that Pharrell vibe to it, but still have, you know, like that grittiness, you know, because the voice is deep and whatnot. Like, yeah, it's just about, I feel like nobody's really trying to be themselves either, you know, and that's been a huge thing.
That's so real. Here at the Slide, bro, we gonna get into it a little bit now when it comes to that fake shit and that nonsense.
on that vibe, yeah, bro. We ain't on that type of time over here. Nah. We authentic, you know what I mean? So
you kind of feel like you're the gumbo when it comes down to the box.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing about it is, and I mean, you know, we just recently became friends on socials. You know what I'm saying? Really staying consistent. It's just like that's me everywhere. You know, it's just like the music, like people can vouch for me. Like when they heard something like on some street stuff, like they know I lived that. And they know like when it comes to something like intellectual, philosophical, they know I'm about that as well. You know, it's like I'm me 100% of the time. It's not like a facade. Like if anything, you're just gonna catch me just chilling and just be reserved for the most part in person. But everything that you hear in the music, like it all translates and all correlates to something that I've done in my real life, you know.
Okay,
so,
okay, that's solid. That's solid. In other words, no more fake shit, man.
No more.
Get off of wax talking that nonsense that you're not living. Real talk.
Yeah.
All right. Moving along, brother. When it comes down to this music, is it just based on the music? Are you just trying to become somebody who's recognized and so-called famous or whatever the accolade is that they call it when you make it? Right. I'm saying, is your music based on something beyond that?
Well, my music is, well, first of all, like the whole reason why I even started rapping was to feel better. Okay. You know, because like...
you going through some stuff?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, we all go through it. I mean, for how I even started rapping was, you know, being like the cultural mixed kid in a state like Colorado where it isn't very, you know, diverse. And I mean, there's diversity, but in comparison to like a Florida or like a New York or like a LA, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, that's what's up, buddy. Yeah, being around those like type of places, like there's people that look like me everywhere, you know, but like in Colorado, like there's not a lot of me, you know, so I used to get bullied for that a lot. And I remember just like running home from school and just like crying my eyes out and then looking up and seeing like 106 in Park, you know what I'm saying, back in the day on BET, and just like I was like, I'm gonna do that. And ever since then I feel better. So with that being said, since my music is my therapy, I feel like I'm explaining and putting perspective in a way where it's relatable to everybody, therefore it's everybody else's therapy, you know? Like, there's nothing better than just like flipping on a song and just having that relation. Everything is explained for you, you know? That's why we rock with a J. Cole, a Drake, a Jay-Z, an Eminem. That's why they're so successful, because it's all relatable. And that's just what I put into my music. I mean, the money and fame is cool, you know what I mean? It's always, I feel like every artist goes out and tries to be the big, you know what I'm saying, the new Jay-Z, the new Eminem. Everyone tries for it, but by the end of the day, like, if you can
being the new Trinidad.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, however you want to say, you know what I'm saying? However
That's
you
what I'm saying, I'm a clown.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, but yeah, like, for the most part, I feel like most people who create genuine art are in it just to affect lives, you know what I'm saying, and really change lives and give that, you know, that influence of, you know, you can be successful in what you want to do. You can be, you know, that barber that you always wanted to be, you know what I mean? Like those type of things, you know?
So you're trying to inspire outside of
inspiration. All right,
okay.
Yeah, that's the bigger picture here. Yeah.
Okay, say you do get those accolades, say you do become famous and get the money and all that. What do you plan to do outside of the music?
Well, first, I'm going to get off these student loans. Pay off the car, pay off my parents' mortgage, you know what I'm saying, invest in some real estate, make sure I get myself right in that area. And then from there, just keep stacking until I can make a legit change in POC community specifically. You know, because
POC community, what's that?
People of color.
Okay.
Yeah, it's people of color. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I mean, because I know in Aurora specifically, like there's a lot of stuff going on in the neighborhoods that need to be like reformed, and you know, like they could get farther with their resources if they had some financial backing.
Indeed.
You know, and especially in the education system. Okay. You know, just like my mom has been a part of APS for like 20 something years now. You know, and to see just
APS,
a little Aurora Public School District.
Okay.
I got a good with the acronyms, bro. But yeah, like my mom would just tell me how these kids, like the only time that they're able to eat something is when they go to school, when they have free lunch and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
if they get free lunch.
If they get it, you know what I'm saying? Like just seeing that is like if we just had something where like we can feed the community a little bit better, or like, you know, get involved in some type of way that helps those type of resources. Like they wouldn't have to rely on, you know, going to school to eat some food, you know, like that's not okay, you know. So it's just things like that. I want to be really involved, like, and it helps that you have that fame and notoriety and like that millionaire aspect to you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I sometimes feel like that people that do have those accolades, that fame and whatnot, they don't realize how they're really impacting what they could really do. Yeah,
exactly.
What they could really accomplish.
Yeah, like all the athletes that you see, rarely do any of them get back, and they're instant millionaires overnight in the draft. You know,
that's
like
a fact.
It's like looking at it. It's like, fam, like you have the power to change lives. You have the power to create change that people that are in the trenches and don't have a lot of money, they're doing the best they can. You know what I mean? Like they're just being a voice and just being someone to give comfort to. You know what I'm saying?
People like us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So like, yeah, just to see that, it'd be disappointing, but you can't expect, you know, people to be like you all the time. You know, like
you can't.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't be mad at the athletes. It's just like, damn, just imagine how you can help with the money that you do have, though. You know what I mean?
Okay. Put the people on game about some things that you've actually done out there, outreach outside of just the music, whether it might have been a music event or it might have been a benefit concert you did or anything like that. Like, we need to highlight that type of situation.
Yeah, for sure. So I've done a few benefit concerts. One of the ones that I was very passionate about was I forgot what the name was called, but it was for suicide prevention.
Indeed. That
was something that was very keen to me because, again, like
being in the box.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, in kids, bro, like middle school, high school, that's where that suicidal shit is prevalent. Yeah. It's super prevalent because you don't have the mental capacity to just deal with like so many people bullying you over stupid things like your wardrobe or like stupid things like whatever you said online, you know what I mean? Like cyberbullying is real, you know, it leads to a lot of people off the edge. So like doing the suicide prevention show that I did, shout out Candace Marie, who's the owner and a manager of all that stuff.
Shout out.
Yeah, when she presented that opportunity to me, I really just like, I took it to heart, bro. Like I wasn't playing with that. Like I made sure like I played the songs that were like in my darkest times, you know, just to show like where does all of this come from and how does it affect people and where is, you know, yeah, just my story of like my experiences with like suicide, because I've attempted suicide before, and I mean thankfully I'm here because like I tried to OD on pills, you know what I mean? Like I mean I didn't know any better. Like I tried to OD off of ibuprofen type stuff. You know what I mean?
I think we all got them foolish kid situations.
Yeah, exactly. But I was just going through a hard time. Like I got cut from the basketball team over some favoritism stuff. My ex was treating me poorly. I was going through it with my parents. I was having bad grades, you know. Like I was just in a very dark time when I was like 16, 17, and I just decided, I'm gonna take my life. But thankfully the paramedics got there before I could even, fully ingest all of the pills that I tried to, swallow, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's just shows like that. I did something for the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020.
Okay.
It was a show called Brown Pride for Black Lives, which was dope because I'm both. You know what I mean? I'm Black and Latino, so it was like, yeah, I'm hella gonna tap in with that. You know what I mean? Like, and just helping my dad. My dad's really involved in with veterans in Denver.
Shout out Pops.
Yeah, he runs a veteran club. Shout out my dad, Glenn Senior. I love you. Yeah, he's really involved with the Veterans Club downtown, the TRIA, you know what I'm saying, for Colfax and Dayton. And yeah, he's just been telling me like how he's being discharged and like all the mental health issues that goes on with like these older veterans and people go to war in Iraq and stuff and then they come back here and then they assed out, you know. So like him keeping me in the loop and just like asking him like, yo, how can I help? You know what I mean?
Brother, I think that's every war since war has started.
I feel that. Yeah, for real though.
Out when they get back.
For real though.
When they get back, if you're not an able body anymore, it becomes you're nothing.
Yeah, it's very sad because like the military already does some things where it's like it's unethical. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I was actually having a conversation with one of my homies, shout out Rashawn Dozier, who was in the military. He was like, the first day he got to basic, one of his commanders was like, yo, what you see in here is not real life. This is not how true society works, and this is not how people live amongst each other. And then he was like, why would he tell me that? And then he was like, I get it now. The way that they tell you to eat. Like sometimes you can't even pick up a fork without even, without the permission. You know what I'm saying? And like just to disrespect the amount of yelling, like sometimes the sergeant will just like go overboard and slam their heads into the wall type stuff if they don't do something that they need. Like that's not how real society works.
That's not human.
Yeah, exactly. And then they go to war and they're shooting. they're like shooting everybody's heads off. You know what I mean? Dodging bullets, running, hiding,
Kids,
saving
women,
people.
Children.
Yeah, exactly. And then they come back here with all of that PTSD stuff. You know what I mean? And we just expect them to live a normal life. That's just not realistic, bro. It's not.
And that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
You know what I mean? And my dad being involved in that, like I always give the salute because he has a little bit. He's better now, but he had a little bit of that because he was in Desert Storm at the time. You know.
Shout out to all the service members, everybody who went through those things. Big up my Nam guys for real.
For real though.
But,
that was different. Yeah,
that was
big
different styles, man. There's generational curses just because of that war.
Yeah, exactly.
But Riaga, through the artistry, through the music, through the craft, through everything you do in this industry, you're trying to take off and like really combat some of those stigmas, basically.
Yeah, 1000%. I mean, the great thing about being an artist is that, especially when you have like a true fan base, a true following, whether it's 100 people, 100 million people,
Indeed.
like if people are listening, you have a voice and you can be effective with your voice, you know? And what I try to do is like, I just try to preach like the things that we go through as humans, but not do it in like a corny way. You know, because there's some people that like make songs and it's just not catchy or it's not relevant to the sound of today. I try my best to do something that's like relevant and like like just have a bop to it. You know what I mean?
You gotta have a bop to it. You gotta have some style.
Yeah. I mean, one of the videos that I showed you, like Bloods and Crips, right? It was during the 2020 election. I was talking about.
Oh, we gonna run that. We gonna run one of them next.
Oh, you already know. It was about Democrats and Republicans, but I made it on some YG West Coast type stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I was talking about, really there's no difference between, what politicians are doing and how gangs have been for like the past 10, 20 years.
It's all political.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's all
and they're all just out for their own agenda. They use people to their benefit, you know what I mean? Like it's no difference.
It's a hierarchy to everything.
Yeah, exactly. And with Bloods and Crips, the song, like I just highlight that, but like I do it in a way where, somebody, if you can bump a YG song, you can bump this song. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
And that's the best way to go about it. Make it digestible. You know, that's what I try to do with music.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what the business is. Family Flavors, The Slide, World Broadcasting Network. You know what the business is. Your neighborhood friendly MTN Phoenixx Ugrilla. I'm live in the building with my boy Riaga. All the way from the A, man. A-Co. Big up A-Co, man. Big up the whole Denver scene, man. You know. We about to get it in. We about to pay some bills, take a break, you know, get it in. We gonna highlight this next video on the way coming up. But Riaga live in the building, y'all. All the way down from the way. Coming to show love to the people, man. Worldwide. Whole lot of slide business. Slide.
You already know. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I appreciate it. You asking all the right questions.
Yeah, I mean, brother, man. This radio shit, I went non-profit with it.
Right.
So I can hear all the state development contracts and all that. Right now, my nigga.
Yeah.
Is that just for you to go buy chains and bars?
Yeah. Yeah,
I might clown you on this motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm good on all that. Like, I don't need all that, fam. Like, I care about good people around me and just making sure we're all secure in what we need to do.
And part of the team, at least. At least the
Exactly.
family.
Stop smelling funky breath. I just got that,
You see it. You see it. I fuck with you. I fuck with you. Yeah.
You said which video you said, the Bloods and Crips?
Bloods and Crips, yeah.
T, you playing some of his stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, run.
This is the Bloods and Crips song
Yeah,
you guys
Bloods
were
and
just
Crips. I
talking
was
about.
saying, yeah.
Run two of his songs and then play the video Bloods and Crips up there. I know which direction I'm about to go with.
Yeah.
How you feeling, buddy? You alright? You don't need no water?
So I could use water.
Yeah, cool. I got you. I'm gonna push that water on you.
Nah, I already know it. I already know it, yeah.
Make sure when y'all get back up to the city, man, let them know who got it locked down here.
Oh, you already know.
For real.
You know I'm a vouch for you. You already know.
Yeah, I came from Florida with this. Could never do this back home. There's been a whole warfare.
Yeah, that's one thing that the South and the East were telling me. It's like they want to do stuff like this, but nobody just really like embraces it or just like wants you to really win with it. You know,
Like some hate and shit.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But that's why we gotta reach out.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Embrace each other.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
all right, man, you doing some dope shit, bro. Me too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's lock it in.
That's all I'm about. You know what I mean? I'm just like just don't. All I ask people is like, yo, just don't see me as like, you know, some sort of like come up or like someone that isn't, you know, valuable. You know what I'm saying? But by giving you this opportunity or like trying to work with you. You know what I mean? Like we're eye level. It's not like I'm looking down at you
That
or
part,
like
if you're not stepping next to each other, it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need no followers. I don't need nobody in front of me
it's
trying to run me or nothing like that.
unnecessary. It's unnecessary.
Avengers shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody
I'm with the Avengers shit.
That
Yeah.
part.
Exactly, bro.
Bro, we about to do something. Yeah, I be doing events out there too, bro.
Word, for sure. For sure. I'm with it. I'm with it.
You got it good?
Don't sell crack or buy black cities to put it in. Don't do drive-bys, but send police to shoot the citizens. Break a treaty, fight a war, then preach unity. You a soldier to the white man, we soldiers to our community. They Democrats like it's LBC. They Republicans like it's CMC. Red and blue are sound less familiar to me.
I'm so glad with this video that we took the screenshots and applied it in. I said, with this video, I'm so glad like I took the screenshots and like you like implemented it.
yeah.
It brought a whole different dynamic to
We
it.
needed that, otherwise it'd be kind of,
Song's over. Oh, man. That's hilarious.
Oh, look. It's
All right.
the gang.
Yep. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Back.
Yep, for sure. Huh.
But it's not the story I need one. I'm way too strong, give me who get dirt. Making your bitch song for my lubricant. Screaming, oh my god, while she used me to Lucifer. If she doesn't swallow mine, then that's the Louis Phil. I'm making noise and it's hard to do the snow well. All because I'm ringing in your house like a doorbell. If they see me popping, it's because they watch my horse well. Gold on my wrist, hard to miss like I'm more down. Feeling cool, isn't cool anymore. No, we don't like that blessing that you do anymore. No, feeling cool, isn't cool anymore. No, we don't like that extra that you do anymore. No. How cool story, bro. How cool story, bro. How cool story, bro. We don't like that blessing that you do anymore. No, doing what they doing when they don't know what they're doing. It's the foolish being bully when they don't know who the fool is. The losing never losing when they never go and lose it. But the cool thing about cool is you cool and know what the cool is. I'm with this up and do right now, get the right now. Making all the clothes go up good like Jenga. I'm winning cool cause I bring the rule and Kanga. Teachers pet at the teachers dress really temper. Loyalty over money, that's stinging like a rich Spider-Man. Bring will kill your friends like Goblin. If fraud is the accomplishment, let the chopper spin. All you hear is noise in the back like the Bahamas. They calling me for real in the lightest shade. All because I'm buzzing in your crib like a microwave. I have a viral name cause my spit is spiral flame. While I touch down on your wave like a hydroplane. Feeling cool isn't cool anymore. No, we don't like that blessing that you do anymore. No, feeling cool isn't cool anymore. No, we don't like that extra that you do anymore. No. How cool story, bro. How cool story, bro. How cool story, bro. We don't like that blessing that you do anymore. No.
LA.
Oh, yeah, it's still playing outside. Yeah.
People think unusual circumstances means complicated taxes. But for a TurboTax Live expert like me, it just makes things interesting. So, give us everything you've got.
What if I'm a professional gamer with a ton of expenses?
If they help drive views, let's talk deductions.
What if I'm in a state with no income tax, but my survival videos are viewed in 38 countries?
I can help. And if this is a business dinner, save those turkey receipts. An interesting life can mean an even greater refund. You do your thing. We've got your taxes. Enjoy TurboTax Live.
Riaga, say something.
Oh, look. It's the gang.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
We on? Yes. Colorado Springs. The whole world, everybody on the live stream app, man. You know what the business is. Family Flavors, The Slide, World Broadcasting Network. It's your neighborhood friendly MT and Phoenixx Ugrilla. I'm live in the building. Me and my brother Riaga in the building. And I say brother now
Yes.
because it's more than music.
For real. We vibe vibes.
Yeah.
It's a big team, yeah.
It's far more than music, man. Just getting to the culture, man. Like, we do it a little bit for the 303, everybody down that way, man. Give me a few inspirations you got from your community.
Man, I mean, I gotta.
The things that you do it for, things that make you go hard, individuals that make you go hard, organizations that make you go hard.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. I mean, first and foremost, I gotta do it for my family.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? My mom is my best friend. You know what I mean?
Big up moms, man.
Yes, gotta love them. You know what I'm saying? Just everything that my mom and dad went through being, you know what I'm saying?
And what's her name? Pronounce that for me.
Linda. I don't think it's in the bio, bro. But
there's something in the bio about mom.
I mean, it talks about being like
Maiden's name. Maiden's name.
Yeah, my mother's maiden name is Riaga. That's where Riaga comes from.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just the Latin representation, because growing up, I was predominantly in a black community. You know what I mean? And like basically just like surrounded and just raised by like black people. You know what I mean? And for a very long time, like I know I was mixed, but like I more so identified with my black side more than my Latina side. You know, and growing up, like just seeing like the trials and tribulations that Latinos went through. Like I was going through a lot of stuff with the Latino homies and stuff, and just seeing how like just recognizing as I got older, like that was my struggle as well, you know. And I feel like within the first 18 to 22 years of my life, I wasn't doing my mother's name justice either. I was loving my black side, but it was a Latina that actually raised me though. You know, my dad is prevalent in the community and whatnot, but like he wasn't someone that was consistent in my life or like, you know, cared about how long of a day I've had, you know what I'm saying, and like try to get me in basketball camps or whatnot. Like it was mostly my mom, you know. So
and she pushed you out, brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, that part. that part, you know what I mean? So like I thought it's funny because my mom's nickname back in the hood was Sal, for, you know, short for Sal Riaga. And I thought it'd be dope if I took the second half of it and just like, you know, run with that, you know, just showing love to my mom that way, and just making up for all the times where, you know, I had Latin culture in my blood and like in my family, but I wasn't doing it the right way, you know what I mean? So that's kind of where Riaga comes from.
Okay,
you know, man?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, put the people on game about Riaga, man.
Yeah, sure.
I gotta jump right into this now, man, because it's real prevalent in this day and age when we dealing with. It's 2022 right now, and we've dealt with so much political issues, so much social issues.
It's been crazy.
This is important.
This is important.
I need you to go ahead and give them the dialogue on what made you bring that, why you felt in your spirit that you had to project this to the people.
Yeah, for sure. So it's a funny story because like
something had to have happened, like
yeah.
Something
But it's crazy though, because at first the phrase "this is important," it wasn't anything important yet. You know what I mean? Like literally, I was just on my socials, and I would just comment on "this is important" if I felt something relatable. You know what I mean? It's like pineapples don't belong on pizza. This is important. it was like big facts, right? Yeah, it was just stuff like that at first. But then I saw everybody started tagging me saying Riaga voice, this is important. And then I made a t-shirt of it, and it kind of just took off by itself. I sold out like 40, 50 shirts like off rip. But then like when the George Floyd stuff happened, that's when like this is important started becoming more of like a political activist movement rather than just, you know, something that was just fun on the internet. Because I started speaking up about, you know, abolish ICE, the Black Lives Matter stuff, you know what I mean? Like I really used my voice to do that, and then started protesting with the shirt on, and then people started taking note of that. So it kind of just formed into a political movement all by itself. And after that, me and Sean, my manager's right here, I'm just like, yo, I gotta make this into an EP, and I really gotta talk my shit about everything that's happening. So, you know, the black community, Latinx community, just even having, you know, like a dialogue about politics in a different way too, like, you know.
Yeah, because there's really no color line on this, man. When it got down to the get down, like anybody could get it.
Right, exactly, bro.
Anybody could get it. White folks were getting enslaved by the police.
Yeah, like
blacks,
everybody was getting it. You know what I mean? It wasn't safe outside. You couldn't go outside. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we just needed a voice for that, bro. And yeah, when I turned This Is Important into an EP, like it was just so organic. Like it just became a movement all in itself. You know what I mean? But just like that. After I did the EP and like after like election day and all the climate kind of like rise down a little bit, that's kind of where it like went away. So really, This Is Important was just like a moment in time. And I mean, Lord forbid this happens, But like, if there was another like George Floyd incident, I feel like that's the only time like this is important would be prevalent again. Even though this is important is something that, you know, it's a personal thing. You know what I mean? Like these issues are still important to me just because like, you know, the media coverage isn't as big as it used to be. You know what I mean?
Well, I was about to ask. You know what the next question is, right?
What is it about?
Is it still important?
It's always important. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's like just because there was a moment in time where it reached a specific height doesn't mean that it's not important anymore.
And there's a whole bunch of different incidents and actualities to where we don't know anymore.
Exactly.
Like these things just happen every day.
Yeah, they happen
literally.
Yeah, they happen every day, and no one talks about it. You know what I mean? Like
They get covered up.
Yeah, exactly. That's the crazy part about it, bro. Like I remember just watching this one show called Wrong Man. It was on Stars. The amount of wrongful convictions that happen, bro. And we don't even know because they're in smaller towns. And one of the people even said,
and then they got to fight on appeal for 5, 10, 15, 20 years
Yeah.
to get up off that.
Yeah.
You don't learn about it until after.
Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly what happened in the show. He was saying how one of these guys, like, he literally went to jail at like 19, didn't get out until he was like in his 40s. You know what I mean? Like he missed everything about his life. You know what I mean? Like
and what they do, give him a couple $1 million and say this.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, eventually, what Wrong Man did, because that was the point of the show, was tell the truth, fight the case, win the case, and get him exonerated. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they dropped all the charges, and now he's a free man. You know what I mean? Like he can get a job. He has no felony on his record. You know what I mean? Like they really, and he got the money too. But like, what does that mean to someone who's lost all of their 20s, all of their 30s? You know what I'm saying? And now has to live their 40s without any sort of life experience outside of like being in a cage, pretty much.
I could have made $3 million in 6 months.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I could have made something, you know what I mean? Like it's just those type of things, man. But that's why this is important. Will always be important. And I'm really glad that you said that, bro.
Yeah.
Like really asked that, because afterwards, like I tried to sell shirts again. Nobody was with it. But it was like, fam, this is what we're going through. This is what we go through consistently. You know, like this is an everyday thing. We have to deal with, you know, police brutality, profiling. Like, bro, I got profiled on my own driveway when I was 18, bro. About an incident that happened where, you know, like, oh, somebody was flashing lights through my window, and police was around the corner and saw me and my boys, and they thought it was us doing the shit.
That sound like
They
Detroit.
couldn't.
You know what I'm saying?
They couldn't.
You know what I mean? It's like, what are you talking about,
That
man?
sound like the Detroit to me.
Yeah.
That movie Detroit.
Yeah,
Them boys
something
might do
like it. You know what I mean? Like we're sitting there, you know, like mixed and monoracial black. Like we're just sitting there, like I really hope that these people just go away. Like it's like I can't even go home because I'm in my driveway. I'm at home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my mom and dad are asleep. They still don't know this story because I don't want them, you know, on some worry shit. But that's really what happened to me at like 18, 19 years old. It's just like on my own driveway, you can still get it. You know what I mean? Like that's just scary. It's scary, bro. It's scary dealing with this shit. You know what I mean?
Discussing situations, y'all.
For
Real
real.
talk, man. Riaga live in the building. We not playing no games. I'm gonna ask this other question, and we gonna cut to a quick commercial break.
Yeah, for
get
sure.
back to it and get back into this last piece of the segment. But
Yeah.
before we go, brother, I need you to give them a background, just something based on this. I'm an introvert, because that seems like something so powerful to me.
Oh,
it
man.
seems like it's real important,
Oh,
and I
man.
need the people of the world to know.
Oh no, I got you, bro. I mean, we all know the Elijah McClain situation. One of the words that he said while defending himself was, "I'm an introvert. I'm just different." Growing up, I was an introvert myself. I was the quiet kid. I wasn't really social. You know what I mean? I was socially awkward when you did talk to me. I just didn't know how to deal with people at the time. You know what I mean? So that phrase in itself meant a lot to me, and the fact that he lost his life while saying that, you know what I mean, those were some of his last words before he died. Like that moved me. And the fact that he's from Aurora too, bro. Like where that whole situation happened, that happened 10 minutes away from me. And like I talked to all my family members, all my homies, like, bro, that could have been any one of us, you know? Like we could have been just rolling down the facts, and that could have happened to us, you know. So that was super duper personal to me. So I really felt the need to just like make a song about it and just like talk about everything that's going on, specifically in Aurora and what's going on in the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Like it was just important to embrace Elijah McClain and everything that he stood for, you know? And just him being from Aurora was just the icing on the cake, bro. Like it was super personal. I had
That's
to
the
say.
song we're gonna go into break to.
Yeah,
Indeed,
for sure.
indeed.
Yeah, that was, it's a very touching song, like rapping for like 6 minutes without like a hook or anything, and
Let them know
talking
why they
about
should listen.
everything
Let them know why they should listen.
to educate yourself and really understand what he meant to our community in Aurora, Colorado, fam. Like,
It could happen to y'all.
It can happen to any one
Anybody.
of us.
It has happened.
It has happened. You
It
know
has
what I mean?
happened
Like,
everywhere.
Yes. for
Everywhere.
real,
Every
for real.
state in America.
This is important. This is important. Yeah, I'm an
Man.
introvert. Like, and
Oh, I'm an
the song went viral too. You know what I mean? Like within the first 2-3 days, it had like 12K views. You know what I'm saying? 10K views. They were just like, "Yo, Ree, I really appreciate you." My own cousin, like, I met him. It's funny because I was with my ex. We were going to a massage parlor, you know, just to, you know, reward ourselves. We deserve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And-
do some couple
yeah,
things.
yeah, and I saw my cousin. He was like, "Yo, Ree, I'm so glad that you did that. Like, you're teaching your little cousins about, you know, like everything that's happening in our community, and it's like that could have been any one of us. And like, you put it in ways that I can explain as a parent. You know, like once you put it that way, it's like, man, you know you're doing something right. You're doing it for the right reasons too. You're doing music for the right reasons. And that's what I try to do with I'm an Introvert, bro.
It has to be for the right reasons, y'all. Real talk. Family Flavors, The Slide, World Broadcasting Network. It's your neighborhood friendly MT and Phoenixx Ugrilla. I'm live in the building with my brother, Riaga, man. He here, man. Doing it for the people. Listen, doing it for the culture, doing it for the artistry, for the industry, doing it for the family. And that's commendable, man. We about to get into a quick commercial break. Pay some bills, man. Do what we do. Y'all know what the business is. Stay tuned in. Keep it locked. We about to get it in, y'all. Slide.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. That's on the comment, bro.
Yeah, for real, man.
Hey, bro, I get to all the listening and music and whatnot, but as a person, as a man, bro,
Yeah.
hey, you're really one of the guys. I can feel it.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I feel that likewise,
I
bro.
feel it. I pray the next guys is like that.
Yeah, real recognize real, bro. You know what I mean?
All
So,
that fancy sucker shit, bro. I don't be on that, bro.
nah, bro. Doing it for the right reasons. That's always why I'm here. You know what I mean? Like I do the twerk music. I do the singing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I make
We gotta do it all.
enjoyable music. You know what I mean?
It's the industry.
Yeah, exactly. But this
We
is
do it all.
this is what I'm in it for. Though, you know what I mean? Because it's like all the stuff that we go through. You know what I mean? Like this is
But
everything.
this is shit that they ain't gonna talk about usually.
Yeah, exactly. You know
Because they
what
don't
I'm
care.
saying? Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, you got a viral booty shaking song. Okay, we just want to talk about that nonsense. No, we gonna talk about who you are, so that people can support you more.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the reasons they're gonna support you.
Yeah, exactly. The more solid you are, the more they're gonna gravitate towards you. You know
Oh,
what
so
I'm
you're
saying?
not just that cookie cutter motherfucker
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
in the video.
Exactly. Like, oh, you're not just a singer just doing it to fuck bitches or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I really have some substance to me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all that stuff. Like that's just a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like if it comes, it comes. But that's not my focus. That's not my priority.
That's something extra that I work for.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something like fruits of labor type shit. Enjoying the fruits of your labor type stuff. But
I can drink a good glass of this instead of having to drink a low level.
exactly.
That's all I got the money for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got it right.
Yeah,
You
you
got
know
it
what I'm
right.
saying? Like, it's just.
You got it right.
Yeah, it's hard to, in the industry, bro, it's just, everybody has their vices, everybody has what they're in it for, but like, I just know that's temporary, though. That's not how you build a culture, that's not how you build a legacy, you know what I'm saying? The legacy comes from actually,
You gonna stick around for the next interview?
yeah, I'll stick around for it, yeah, I'm with you, bro.
Hell yeah. I'm talking
I got you, brother.
I want to make them links anyway.
Yeah, I got
to
you.
where you're doing what you're doing, they're doing what they're doing, but hold on, you need to take and pay attention to some dope shit that's going on right around you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna force you to take
My
notice
God,
to it.
my God. That's why I fuck with you, man, for real.
Real talk.
Bro.
And I be in the city too, bro. So
Uh-huh.
now you just another address to pull up at.
Yeah, exactly.
I one of them guys, bro, like, I pull up the hoods and some more shit.
For sure. Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, I love it.
In a place where our nation puts our kids in cages. There's always someone racist in our common spaces. I can die for not being white, and I've come to face it. I can explain how it affects me on a daily basis. I just pray
Last segment, I'm going in hard on.
Yeah, let's get it, bro. I'm with it.
and happiness.
You need to use bathroom?
No, I'm good, bro. Appreciate it.
You smoke?
No, I don't smoke, bro.
I'm talking about
from the fashion.
reefer too.
No, I'm good.
I was say, yeah. I know some people don't smoke.
Yeah. Some people, people have their definition of sobriety. Yeah, I don't do nothing like
They told Elijah until he was blurred. The same heroes who arrested James Holmes outside the theater.
You watching that movie?
It's so sad.
I seen the picture, I was like, yo.
It's crazy.
Visual scenes while we post his name on digital screens to put emphasis on his life and what it means to be black and only value by what our culture and talents bring. I've had to walk around white people on the balance beam, try not to have their privilege to turn with the balance.
Let us know what we can do. Like, I don't care if it be a co-collaboration. We'll do it through you, but we press on shit here too.
Oh, dope. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah.
For this is the important shit. Bruh, this is the second seat of the Ku Klux Klan. Right here.
I already know.
Right here.
I seen the movie.
I'm just saying, I've been rocking. That's what all this shit is about. Like, we got everybody involved. We can crank that same movement you cranked there, right here.
Right, I'm with it.
Benefit concert promotion. I have us at the biggest venues out here.
Word.
Okay.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
Yeah, there you go, bro. I'm excited for that next.
Yeah, I got you, brother.
This show black is beautiful, shining, glistening glass. People who are neutral, they sit and they stare, cause they don't understand that change doesn't happen by being scared. So here I am, speaking because of change and believing. So we don't worry about bleeding. So another family isn't grieving. Look, mama, I danced in front of the police station. All of us stood together, patiently waiting. I loved how we have reached out to our sisters and brothers. I'm this man we all here for each other. Stephanie, Lance, Stan, Adrian, Covido, Nikki, Pedro, Kyle, my man's Damo, James, Lisa, Native Son, Shine and T. My friends were there. King even got me his hat for free. Got Terry died right in the last bar. It's hard not to get emotional writing this song. Unity is a different love because we don't betray our trust. Won't let our bloodshed be the canvas that they paint for us. I can't stand by and watch history repeats itself. I can't let people think for me, so I teach myself. To watch them all die when we try to be patient. I won't let that happen. No more of this hatred till this day. We've been fighting to be equal to this day. We fight against evil to this day. We've been wanting to live to this day. We've been wanting to live to this day. We say his name to this day. We say his name proudly. We say his name loudly. We say his name. What's his name? Elijah McClain. What's his name? Elijah McClain. Say his name. Elijah McClain. Say his name. Elijah McClain. I can only imagine the pain his mother feels. I can only imagine the stain of his blood when he was killed. Dying for being himself, I'm astonished. Was choked so hard that he vomit. When will it stop? When will it stop? Elijah McClain died within walking distance for being an introvert, for being different.
Due to recent circumstances, Riaga has been forced to address an issue within the community. Prepare
did
to
that,
have
bro.
your shit fucked up.
You did that.
Yeah, that's like 90% addressing, 10% dissing. Not for this shit, nigga. I made over against the gang in 2018. Backstage at Summit back when I was Chubby Reed. Drinking with niggas impatiently waiting. Thought about what Fat Albert would say is inspiration. Pedro 610 and Hanzo, my witnesses. Went to the basement to record how I envisioned it. Said it at Lincoln Station, now the culture knows the tag. Denver Lanes is the first project to premiere it. Ever since then, there's only been one variation. Use Stephanie's voice to make it sound fornicated. Premiered that last year with This Is Important. Everyone says it now, you think Reed's living in glory. But behind the scenes, so many things happen, which is why I'm here today and had to resort to rapping. But before I get into it, I have to say this ain't a hobby. Don't confuse me addressing it with dissing anybody. The first DJ to have it was DJ Action from the Denver Lanes party. We was getting it active. He never tried to say it was his, and I know that for a fact. He doesn't use it unless I'm around. He's solid for that. Coast had it third, I get the second place later. But Coast had one of the biggest impacts to relate it. He doesn't use it either unless he's playing my music on the show or at a venue. He knows the movement. When DJ 4-5 came in the next year, it was a time where everything shifted gears. We did a show with the guy, think he had the tag from there. Then he started showing love by playing it everywhere. He's the one who pushed the most out the DJs. He knows the vibes has always been loved this way. But then he asked me to use the tag on his EP. Then that's his cover art. Told him that's OD. It comes off as stealing. He said it wasn't that. He was just expressing.
Bro, we've done some dope shit together.
It was questionable, but it wasn't.
I forgot about a lot of this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm listening to I'm an introvert. I was like, damn, I got goosebumps all over again.
Yeah, and I was like, I remember the studio, obviously, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's new.
Yeah, exactly. Like we did that.
Some of the cuts on it's the gang song, I was like, I don't even know how you did that.
Right.
There's a couple edits, I was like,
Yeah, it's like, yeah, when it comes to this creative shit, it's like, it's a great idea at the time, and you like appreciate it then, but after time goes on, it's like, all right, it's just another project, and then you watch it again, and it's like, oh shit, I did that.
Yeah, when I was doing this, looking at the little text, I was like, I need something, but I didn't know what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of forgot like that was like even a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe like down or whatever.
As I listened back, I started thinking of a flow. I asked him if I could hop on the tube. He said for sure. We're in the booth.
I don't know. I hate everything I make too for like the first year.
Yeah.
And then I'll look back on it, and then I like it because it's like what I heard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, I don't like anything of it.
You're your own worst critic, bro. That's why I tell you, like, that's why I tell you how dope you are, because I know it's kind of how you see yourself. I'm like, yeah. It's a shitty video.
It's my shit. They want another person next to it. I ain't want to fight about who it is or isn't though. So
It's also a
to do the video. Release day happens. We both have it on our IGs. I saw how it's fans react.
I don't intentionally, I don't want to start like I'll find myself starting to copy if I do. I'll be watching my YouTube, so I don't see any of it, so I don't have like a gauge. You know what I mean? Like this just it can be the best video ever made.
Right.
I don't know where it's placed because they don't watch other people's videos. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's hard to have confidence when you don't even know where you measure.
Right. Yeah. Because it's really an unknown variable. You know what I mean? You kind of become that, and it's like,
To imagine making music and never listening to it, I don't know if it's gonna come.
Yeah, exactly. But that's why I appreciate my socials so much, because what I love, what I built is that engagement. Somebody is always reacting somehow, some way. Like, that's why I appreciate the comments, not the likes. You know what I mean? Or like when I was first making beats and like putting them on like my Instagram stories, that's why like I was telling you, that's kind of my gauge for if it's a good beat or not. You know what I mean? The heart reactions, or like, you know, somebody comments and like, yo, that's dope. Like, I need that to know if I'm moving forward doing something dope. You know what I
You know, I never realized it. Music is different from video in that way, like, because other musicians could like comment, like if it's a mouth, they'd be like, yeah, that's dope, and go try whatever, without feeling any type of threat. And videographers almost never comment on each other's. I don't even know if they follow each other.
I'm rarely see it.
Like, would you say they're more prideful and more egotistical?
I don't know if it's maybe, I don't know. Because it feels more like it's there's no way they can't really like collaborate for like artists together. You know what I'm saying? So they're just like, oh, look, he's so dope. Like, I want to make a track with him. I'm gonna comment and
Right.
but that'd be very rare for like a shooter to be like, oh, I made a dope video. I'm gonna let him know it's a dope video. Maybe we'll make a video together because it probably isn't gonna happen really. You know?
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, I don't really see support video for example.
Yes, girl, this is for you. I'm not gonna say your name, but I didn't expect that when I saw that.
I mean, I try to like just like stuff like that.
But then a month later, I see your ex with a light-skinned chick, and then I was like, that's lame, bro. Don't project your complex on me.
Yeah, that's super weird. I don't want to be a cameraman.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's crazy.
I'm starting to look at it with pity. Every black person in Denver overcompensates for being in a white city. If they saw lynching in the South, they would be full with
Bro, color is shit real. That shit is stupid. I'm embracing all of us, but you can tell
30
me.
seconds, y'all.
That's just A-Cole.
Yeah, exactly.
But, bro, when I tell you Denver is the madness, bro,
I got 3 EPs for the rest of the year on the way. By the way, as the official logo
all about your city.
Yeah,
Because a lot of y'all is...
it's there, man.
Yeah.
That's trademark.
Oh, yeah. Y'all know what the business is. Colorado Springs, all the surrounding areas, everybody in that live stream app, man. This thing is worldwide, you heard me? Family Flavors, The Slide, World Broadcasting Network. It's your neighborhood friendly MT and Phoenixx Ugrilla. I'm live in the building with my brother Riaga.
Oh, look. It's the guy.
Oh, look.
Ooh, yeah.
He's silly, man. He's silly, y'all. Real talk,
It's
man.
a good
Stay
vibe
tuned
over here.
in, man. We vibe the hell out. Hey, man, shout out Ray Reed and the team, man. MC Santana Jones, all the guys on the way. They are late as well. You feel me?
It's a rapper thing, bro.
Listen, not even that.
And plus the traffic.
It's a
Traffic.
Denver thing,
Yeah,
man.
traffic.
That road
It's a
between
D-town
Denver
thing,
and
man.
Springs,
Like, it's not a
madness.
game. Like,
It's crazy. Like I was just
You know what
telling,
I'm
I was telling my manager,
it's not even their fault.
there was 2 accidents coming over here, bro, that I had to get through. I was like, bruh, it took like an extra 15, 30 minutes. I'm like, damn.
All right. Man, that's pure madness, man. Real talk, man. Y'all drive safe out there.
Yeah, please.
Everybody moving through those roads, those lanes and whatnot.
Use your blinker.
Use your blanket.
Use your blinker.
All right, now.
Damn, bro.
Yo, I just watched a movie called Unhinged.
I've heard about that.
But
I've
how
heard
you
about
Oh,
it.
yo,
I
that
haven't.
movie was mad.
Unhinged. I just watched a movie called Unhinged, man. Road rage is real, y'all.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Everybody just stay on your P's and Q's, man. Drive safe, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. All across the world, you know, y'all drive safe.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
yeah, Riaga, we gonna jump into this, man, and like you done mentioned your manager a couple times now. He here
You
doing
already
the
know.
camera work and
You
whatnot.
already know.
You already know.
Everything is love. Yeah, bring me the other one. But yeah, I need to know, fam. If you can give me a couple paragraphs to just, I don't care how long you go on with it.
Okay.
What does the team and what does family mean to you?
Man, so I'm gonna start with family because one thing that's been very prevalent in my life is
Hold
that
tight.
Yeah,
Hold
for
tight.
sure.
Let me hold him up real quick. Let me hold him up real quick. We 10
We online. We 10 more.
Yeah,
Bing
shout out production, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we ain't playing, man. This is on the fly, baby.
You know what
This is
I'm
on the
saying?
fly, man.
Yeah.
This is.
I'm working with true professionals, you know what I'm saying?
I'll never say minority because we ain't the minority.
Nah,
but
we the majority in real life.
That part,
Facts.
that part, if you really knew what you was talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, what does team and family mean to you, bro?
Yeah.
And family ain't always blood.
It ain't always blood because I always say, man, like my friends have been my family forever, man. Like I have 20 years of friendship with a few people, 15, 10-year friendships, you know what I mean? Because we truly understand, like, what family truly means. It's like, because growing up, my family wasn't always there. I just talked about my dad, you know what I'm saying? He does great things for the community. It's just the fatherhood part wasn't really his strength, you know what I mean? And then, like, my cousins who are mixed just like me, like, they all pertain to themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Kids?
I don't got no kids, no.
Okay.
Not that I know of, at least.
Ooh.
You know, I mean, you know, when you outside, you outside.
These things happen.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like uncles and aunts didn't really tap in like that. My cousins, they weren't really around like that. You know, I always had my brothers in my hood, though. You know what I'm saying? I always had my teammates growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was big in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Playing in Park Hill and Montbello and stuff. I always built that camaraderie with
Shout
all
out
my
the Hills,
teammates,
man.
you know,
Shout out the
Hillside.
Hills.
You know the vibes, man. They like the Park Hill. That has a very special place in my heart because those were like my first set of friends, and that's where like they pushed me to rap too.
Any shout outs out there?
Shout out my coaches, of course, Coach Rudy Brown, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Shout out my bros, Price, my brother Niles, Sir Boston, you know what I'm saying? Like on my hillside homies, man, I love y'all to death, man. Y'all really held me down through some things, you know? Yeah, they pushed me to rap though, you know what I'm saying? Every time we have to practice, they be like, yo, Reed, spit some. I always do that. And then my Bellows the same way. Shout out my brothers Rashawn Doja, Bang Culture. They would always have me rapping in the hood. Like, they would always be like, nah, Reed, pull up to the spot, meet this producer, meet this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's true family stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's people that want to see you succeed, you know what I mean? Like, those are people that want to stay up with you outside of music and, you know, just kicking it, talking about sports, talking about politics, talking about race, religion, like having those very important conversations. And I have those conversations for like 4 or 5 hours with my friends, you know?
Indeed.
Like, I make sure, like, we check on each other's emotional health, mental health, you know what I mean? Like, I really make sure, like, we're okay moving forward because this life is a bitch, bro. Like, it's so, especially for, like, the Black and brown community, we deal with so many different constraints, so it's important to have these type of conversations in private, you know what I'm saying, in group settings. Like, I really make sure I take care of my guys, and they really make sure, like, I'm okay too, you know what I mean? Like, that's always family. But having said that, like, my manager, Sean Asakura,
Shout out.
The other half of my management, Kendrick Washington, I've known him for 15 years, bro. Like, we started rapping together, you know what I'm saying? We had a group together back in the day called Bone D Family. Like, we really been through the trenches together, you know what I'm saying? And he's really my brother too. We really make sure all of us eat, you know what I mean? Like, he does photography, he does videography. I do music, the producing, the engineering, and all that stuff. Kendrick does the promotion. He's an artist himself. He does the management part as well. Like, and we make sure all of us like benefit from all of our situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, we make sure like, yo, we're at this show at this time. I'm throwing this event at this time. Like, and we pull up. You know what I'm saying? Whether there's no people in the crowd or 1 million people in the crowd, we're there. You know what I'm saying? We understand loyalty, and a lot of people don't understand that. And that's what makes you family. You know what I'm saying? Like, really sticking through everything and really like taking L's together. You know what I mean? Like, in this business, like, you take more L's than W's. There's like 10 L's per W, 15 L's per W.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't know why, like, people in this industry dealing with this music, dealing with anything to do with just craft, like, you don't realize you're gonna fall more than you gonna win, and then you just gotta get up. It just really depends on how many times you get up.
Yeah, exactly, and keep going too,
and keep sliding.
If I quit, none of this would have happened, bro. Like, me sitting here with you, you know what I'm saying? Me meeting Trinity, like, getting these different shows popping, you know what I'm saying? My show on the 26th, all that stuff. Like, all of this would not occur. Everything in this EPK, bro, that wouldn't have happened if I stopped.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
People
like,
wouldn't be looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if I stopped, I wouldn't have the influence and the talent and the stuff that I've gained over these past 5-10 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's important to be headstrong. Of course, like, you're gonna feel some type of way. Failure definitely breeds negative emotions. Like, that's just a given. But after you're done processing that frustration, that sadness, because you know people get depressed in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when nobody shows up to your show after promoting it for like a month, that'll hit you. You know what I'm saying? Like that'll get to your head. But hold on, maybe that means now promote it for 90 days. Exactly. There's a learning experience in everything.
Indeed.
And then you gotta apply and just do better next time. You know what I mean? But these small L's don't define you unless you let them affect you in the way where you stop or like you can't function the way that you used to. You should always be in high spirits despite whatever L comes with you. You know what I'm saying? Because happiness is within you. You're not happy because things happen. Of course, things happen, and you know they can put you in better spirits. But at the end of the day, if you don't have self-happiness, it's going to be a long day for you. It's going to be a long day for you in this shit, bro. No cap.
Yeah. All right, man. Riaga, I'm gonna get into this last question, man.
Let's get it.
This gonna be the culmination of things right here for the people, everybody worldwide listening, and then for the playback and all. Because you know what I'm saying, the platform game is crazy, so you're gonna be able to run this back to everybody.
You know the vibes.
But yeah, bro. What is going to be the top thing with you that makes you have longevity in this game, in this industry, in this artistry, making music, producing? It doesn't matter because you're a jack of all trades, low key, with this industry stuff.
Appreciate it, bro.
So, like, just from looking at it, we gonna get into the work. We gonna build together.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we building more than just music. It's more than music.
Yeah, exactly.
So we doing things for the community and for the people. It's gonna be far beyond what we doing right here in this interview or anything else.
Yeah, period.
But what's gonna make you have that longevity as Riaga, the creator, and everything that you do?
The longevity. I mean,
like what makes you stick?
Yeah.
What's gonna make you stick?
Well, one, I'm in it for the right reasons, like we said earlier.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
For as long as I use my voice in the right way, and as long as I do it in an original, unique fashion, you can't get rid of me. You know what I'm saying? Because
can't get rid of me.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because when you look
can't get rid of them.
Yeah, period. Like when you look at me, you see culture. When you hear me speak, you hear culture. You hear strength. You know what I'm saying? Like you hear purpose. You hear intent. You know what I mean? Like all of those things are just like, it doesn't matter what you do. You can't take that away from somebody. Some voices are just too special to keep hidden. You know what I mean? And I just feel like I feel like I have that, and I only believe so, and I know so because there have been signs in my life that have told me different. You know what I'm saying? Like there's been times I've tried to quit rap or just like didn't feel like rapping anymore, and there was always some sort of opportunity that led me back to music. No matter what, there was somebody saying, "Yo, I want you on this show. Yo, I need you on this interview. Yo, I need a studio session from you. Yo, let's make a beat together. Yo, what day are you free?" There was always someone in my life doing that. Like that tells you that you're destined for this shit. Indeed. You know what I'm saying? Like because if you weren't, all of these people wouldn't gravitate to you the way they would. You know? So like just having that unique perspective, that special mind, you know, just like dedicating yourself to that, like it's just you'll always go farther. And you know, like having a higher purpose. Like I don't even gotta rap, I'll still be here. Somebody will still want me on some sort of platform. I just want to be involved in something, and I've seen it too. Like there's been times I don't even talk about music. People really just like what I say off rip. Like there's times like I just say something relatable and I get like 100 likes on something, you know? And it's like, yeah, I rock with you just off of the strength that you're honest, you know? And that's something that
real talk.
Yeah,
bro.
you can't take that away from somebody that has that, you know what I mean? I'm here.
All right. In other words, man, you heard just what he said, man. The light.
That's really what it is, the light.
The light, man.
Yeah,
Riaga live in the building, y'all. Family Flavors, The Slide, World Broadcasting Network. It's your neighborhood friendly MT and Phoenixx Ugrilla. Man, Get ready for the playback. Get ready for everything that we just did for the people. Because this interview, it was more than music.
Period.
It wasn't a game. It wasn't no plan. He gave you his soul on live. Like, he gave it to you. He gave it to you. It's respectable. It's commendable. It's all those things, and we just have to keep on being better. Just try to be better, man.
Yeah,
Even
that's
in
all
your
it is.
darkest of days, just keep trying to be better. Man, go send the people off, man. Hit your shout outs up, bro, and do what you do.
Oh man, you know who it is. Yo soy Riaga, Senor Blanca, Mr. Oh look, it's the gang.
It's the gang.
You can follow me at Yo Soy Riaga, YOSOYRIAGA, all social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, the whole 9 yards. Be looking out for my new music video to Take It Off on the 25th, next Friday.
Hit him with the show too now.
Yeah, you already know. We got bars at Bazaar. Shout out my brothers Resurface, Rev DeFord, Jasu. We're going to be rocking that. Enigma Bazaar downtown off of 38th Street, 26th. Y'all going to hear this new joint right here, though. It's that No 10s off of my newest project, Denver Girl. We're going to make them twerk one time. Let's get it.
Yeah. Slide.
My guy, man.
You already know, buddy.
My God.
We gonna clown. That's what we
You
do.
already know, bro.
Okay, man. I pray I was one of your top 5 interviews. You
Oh,
say
that's
I ain't
what-
say top
yeah,
10.
nah.
I said top 5.
Top 5. Maybe even top 3.
Yeah, real talk.
Yeah, we can get a picture real quick.
Yeah, hell yeah. We gotta get one anyway.
Yeah.
No, we can just sit in the chair.
Oh, you want to sit in the chair?
You know what I'm saying? We here.
Standing in front.
Standing?
Because I got so many pictures of you guys sitting already.
Oh,
okay.
you want me to move the table?
No, you're fine.